kickoff score. Only 3 seconds. Wow.
That was quick, yeah, 3 seconds. Yeah, good goal. St. John's in the red, University of Delaware in the blue. Good start for them.
Now here comes Stellar X already breaking through that kickoff, trying to get more points for Delaware. One wasn't enough, but here comes St. John's with the... Was that supposed to be a clear? Did they miss that ball? Not quite sure. We'll find out. Fixa coming off out of the defensive side, trying to get a score. Here comes Stellar with a little pass to the wall. And just a little bit of back and forth passes with the... Okay, Vixa once again off the... After Aspro save. Man. Vixa once again.
St. John's look nervous, don't they? They do. There's Reed, he's struggling to get the ball out of their own half. I mean, that's unlucky, but
I didn't even see. It was a save from Aspro, and then I forgot who it was. Begone Janator person. I need to see his name once again. Accidentally got a self goal for Delaware, and it was just credited for Fixa.
What a goal!
And Primal gets St. John's on the board.
It's a nice touch, just ahead of Stellar and Vix actually. Good goal. Yeah. Very sloppy start to this game from both teams. St. John's look really nervous for this game, right? Don't they? Delaware, I think, are a pretty good team. I think they're up there. I think they're like not in like the top category of teams. I think that's like RIT, Arlington, Connecticut. I think they're just in the next tier down with like William, Mary. I think Tennessee and Colorado maybe are in that category, something like that. I think that's where they are right now. And I think they've got to win by a lot, like they currently are doing, Delaware, to kind of prove that they're in the upper echelons of teams.
Yeah, and that was Stellar off the pass from the human L to give an L to STJ, St. John's University, and now it's 1-3 for Delaware.
Yep, good goal, 3-1. I think they're gonna have to go and beat this St. John's team by a lot to kind of prove where they are right now, or where they think they are. Good start from them. St. John's looking a lot more confident than they did in the first minute of this game. We just saw a demo there from them, a couple more shots, a couple more passing plays, a little better from them than, as I said, in the first minute. So St. John's starting to come alive in this game.
Just a little bit, but Stellar once again. And once again, off the assist of Human L, just increasing that lead for Delaware. So really, just when St. John's is getting momentum, Delaware shoves some reality back into their face.
A little bit closer, I think. I think 1-3 records right now in EGF versus 3-1 is actually quite a big gap. Right, so you would expect this to be maybe like a 3-0 series. I would probably expect that right now. But St. John's have always had a team in each game to where they're going to be quite good, quite strong. So I'm a little bit not concerned at the moment. I'm a little bit surprised that St. John's have come out so slow. Delaware, I think, are going to win this game. I would definitely predict them to go and win this game, probably with a 3-1 scoreline. But I didn't think the kind of class difference. I didn't think the University of Delaware would be this much naturally better than St. John's.
Sure, the win they had was against Georgetown, and that was in week 3, and that was just a game full of was a sweep game, and then they did score 5-4 over Georgetown, and then 3-2 to eventually win it. So St. John's does have some talent. Other than that, just as you said, they pretty much have been swept. So hopefully St. John's won't get into another sweep situation. We want to get set win here tonight.
For the human now, just to get it out of the back line a little bit. It's not a very urgent touch. A very sweet pass back. Reminds me of the touch that Legacy did the Dolphin in the last series, something like that. But again, it's not enough. It's not gonna do too much. Actually, that was their own touch that set up that goal. Actually, I was talking about. But yeah, University of Delaware continue to dominate.
Yep, a great score from Stellar off the feed from Vixa. That is his 3rd goal of the game, and you know, it was a great save from, I believe that was Primal, but just a little bit too high afterwards to try to get another save, and no one else was ready to help. Here comes Vixa and Stellar. Oh, just missed the pass, but not need to fear. Humanel's gonna just pass it along to you once again. Hand it to you, and it's 6-1 for Delaware.
Like all three players were involved in that cheeky little goal from the University of Delaware. I like it. 6-1. Kind of on course to the Brazil right now. Maybe not anymore. Good save from the game now.
Now with under 125 left to play, Delaware putting on the pressure on offense. 6-1. You would think they could just play some keep away from St. John's and then the game would just be over.
Clearance from Stellar. The chance from Stellar. It's away though. Really interesting to me, South Beach, is that St. John's have actually had quite a bit of space on the ball, right? They've had the ball for quite a bit of this game, at least more than you would expect for a team that's 6-1 down. Is this sort of like a University of Delaware playstyle thing where they let teams have the ball for a bit? And if so, I think they should get rid of it because it's just led to a goal here.
You have a great pass from Begone Jader, and Primal gets a great feed off of, getting the score 2-6. University of Delaware still leading this with almost 40 seconds left to play, and here comes Human L trying to get a shot. It was a pretty epic save from Begone Jader.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, look, University of Delaware give a lot of time on the ball to St. John's, a lot of respect. And I'm not sure I like that. I feel like they should kind of be like, oh yeah, we're the better team here. Let's go and score as many as possible.
Sure. And now 15 seconds left to play. It definitely looks like Delaware and the Fighting Hens have pretty much sealed this deal here. We saw Humanel trying to get some points on the board for himself. Oh, didn't quite get it. I thought he was gonna get one score, but he does have all the playmaking skills. But it's gonna be Stellar with the MVP on this first win for University of Delaware.
In game one, I would imagine we'd see a similar pattern over the course of the series. I imagine Delaware will take the series fairly comfortably just based on what we've seen in game one. But what we also saw in game one is that there is definitely a chance for St. John's to get a couple goals in each game because they have a lot of time on the ball. If they can get a couple goals, especially early, who's to say they can't go and at least get a game out of this series?
Absolutely, definitely. They have been, they've been going up against a pretty prime school in Delaware. And just looking at the shot total they have 7 total shots. Now, Delaware had 15, but at the same time, they've been playing a lot of defense as well. So they definitely want to try to switch that into some offense over for St. John's. But you got to get past those Fighting Hens and their defense.
And to get up to a fast start as they did the previous one, they scored 3 seconds? Yeah. Not going to be as quick as the previous time. And look, here, Godshader has a lot of time on the ball. Primal has a shot. I feel like when you're the better team, you got to be more involved. I think you're giving St. John's way too much respect.
Now approaching 4:30 left to play. Vixa is going to be on the offensive pressure. Looks like beats Primal to the ball, but couldn't find the goal. So now they're going to try to steal the ball back over into their side. And it's going to be Stellar once again, just floating, getting a nice little floater in off the air. 1-0 Delaware. Kickoff goes to Vixa, and here comes University of Delaware once again. Humanel trying to carry it out, and it looks like they're gonna need to try to regain some play, but a great save from Stellar off the shot from Primal, but just wasn't able to beat Stellar onto that ball.
And John for a second. I feel like I'm not being given my love. I feel like Primal's had a really good game so far. I think they've been like an individual to kind of watch out for. They've been kind of challenging University of Delaware and not giving them too much time on the ball as well. Aspro's been pretty good defensively. The Golden Cheddar's been kind of linking up the play. They've got a pretty good system here. I don't think they have the individual mechanics to back up that system or the speed to back up that system. I think if they can improve those two aspects of their game, this game would be a lot much closer, or a lot closer than it is.
And out of nowhere, Vixa just gets a quick score off of the Humanel's ball control.
2 now. 3 minutes 29 here in Game 2. Delaware looking very comfortable. 6-2 in Game 1, 2-0 so far here in Game 2. I think this is looking very much like a Delaware sweep, but game has still been kind of close in patches, hasn't it?
Absolutely. We see a lot of pretty good play from St. John's. We saw 2 goals last game, but it's kind of been overshadowed by University of Delaware's just all-around play, showing us why exactly they are a really solid team. And now, under 3 minutes left. Looks like a shot from Aspro, and he's gonna get it for St. John's, and just down 1, so 2:55 left to play. St. John's not out of it yet.
Good goal. He's kind of the quietest probably member of St. John's, so it's good for them to go and get a goal, prove that they are a strong individual player. I think they've had a quietly good game. I think St. John's aren't really expected to go and get a result here. Aspro, good save there again. See, like those little tiny things Aspro's been doing quite well. Here's another chance for them, nicks it away. But yeah, St. John's here. They have a chance to actually get something out of Game 2, right? Only 1 goal in it now, and a 1 goal lead is definitely not a comfortable one.
Absolutely. Now they're going to try to get into the defensive side of things, as it looks like Vixa gets a shot off of Begonjader with a nice clean save, denying another goal from University of Delaware. Now the Humanel's going to carry it, trying to set up somebody, and it looks like trying to set up Stellar, not going to be able to take that shot. I gotta say, Humanel just really great on the assist game. Hopefully he gets a shot soon.
Yeah. Cheers, Vixa back in. Maybe could have done a little bit more of that, but it was good defending last second. I think it was Begonjader who was actually behind Stellar there.
Now Stellar trying to get a reverse goal, gonna be denied. Here comes Vixa. Here comes Stellar. And it's Stellar once again off the feed for Vixa. 3-1, and with 1:35 left to play.
Goal there. 3-1. Delaware looking a lot more comfortable here in Game 2 than they previously were. 2-1, of course. Now a 2-goal cushion. Again, a little bit more secure than a 1-goal cushion, but it seems like, especially on kickoffs, they're kind of giving St. John's the kickoff, right? They're giving them a little bit to work with, but they're always getting the ball back, aren't they, right? And it's not necessarily a fake, it's more just they have confidence that they're going to go and get the ball off of St. John's, force them into an error, that sort of thing.
Yeah, Primal able to beat almost all the coverage there off the kickoff, but Humanel able to stop it from any potential score from St. John's. And now we're down to 1 minute left. St. John's in need of a goal here, in need of 2 in order to stay alive.
With Humanel and Stellar very, very close together in the air. Kind of, they're getting each other's way a bit.
Always just trying to fight the ball here. I want a goal. No, I want. That's pretty much all it is. A lot of ball hogging players, you know? And the Humanel finally gets his shot of the game. And just how it happened. Oh, that was pretty sick. And, oh, it was a self goal. Still, pretty sick.
said, gone a little bit better. 3-goal difference closer to the end here instead of a 4-goal difference. But you did score less goals if you're St. John's. Nothing really to be worried about. It's been okay from them. Probably about what they expected to get out of this game. Delaware, I mean, they've won the game. They've won the game so far. They're probably gonna go and win the game. You can't really expect much more than them. I mean, I maybe expect them to score a couple more goals, give their opponents that respect, and maybe play a little bit more like they would in an actual game. But other than that, both teams are kind of here getting what they want out of this series.
Absolutely, and once again, Stellar with the MVP for Delaware. 6 shots and 4 saves and 2 goals. No assists because he's a ball hawk. But great overall effort from Delaware. And now it's going to be going to a game 3 where hopefully they could just put this thing away and have another sweep under their belt.
3-0. St. John's obviously won't, but I think yeah, I was just kind of saying that. I think both teams have got what they want out of this series. St. John's have kind of competed in areas. They've done some pretty good things on the ball, which, again, it's easier to defend than attack in Rocket League, in my opinion, right? So if you're doing good things on the ball, you'll be happy with it. And Delaware, again, I think they could do a little bit more, but all they need is a draw realistically. They'll go to a 4-1 record if things stay the same.
Their one loss was to RIT, and that was a loss of 3-2 against RIT, and we know those guys are pretty correct at Rocket League. I mean, they are a technical institute, and Rocket League has a bunch of technical skills you need to play the game. So you don't go to a technical college if you don't know those technical skills.
Forward, pretty cool. 1-0 to Delaware. I like this touch off the side. It's just very simple, right? It doesn't need to be complicated. Right into Vic's a good goal.
Once again, the pass from Human L, just delivering balls for his teammates to score with. And now we're going into bottom of 4:30 left to play, and Primal's kind of like the hero of St. John's for the most part. Him and Jan Jader really been getting a bunch of plays on it. Also, don't want to forget Asper, who had that shot in the last game for them. But definitely need to come alive here. They want to survive against another sweep.
They got some things if they want to survive. I'll take that one. I'll take that even further. Delaware controlling the ball nicely though, but Jan Jader does really well there. That could be really awkward to try and control. Primal gets involved, and fair play to St. John's, right? Delaware, they aren't playing at their absolute maximum, but St. John's are still getting what they need to get out of this series, right? They're practicing on the ball, they're playing to their full extent, and I like it from St. John's. But this is what you do, get the absolute maximum value out of a tough series.
But you don't want to do that on defense, especially when you're going up against Stellar. And that was just him carrying that ball just a little bit of hops with the ball, and just an easy goal.
Just so things down here. Talk about Delaware. Delaware right now, in my personal opinion, are kind of like an A tier team, not like an S tier team that you would see on your typical tier list, right? I feel like they're just below kind of your RITs, your Connecticut's, your Arlingtons, that sort of thing. I would take them there around really a Mary level for me, maybe a little bit better. And they actually lost RIT, which kind of makes me kind of justify that sentiment. What do I and everyone else need to see from them to kind of justify them as an S tier team? I feel like they've got to go and beat these sort of teams. Like, not just win, right? So basically go and beat them. 6, 7, 8-0, that sort of thing. I think that's sort of ruthlessness that is in a top tier team. I'm not saying it from Delaware.
Absolutely. Definitely need to bring on a lot of heat and probably try to see a lot of blowouts probably. Because you know, they've been playing well, but, you know, St. John's has scored on them, and they almost got scored on by Humanel on the defensive side. But yeah, I have to agree with you. They are a very, very solid team. Just need a little bit more just to be mentioned in the category of Arlington and RPT, just as you said. And maybe it's for, maybe it's on the offensive side, maybe it's on the defensive side, but I will say I'm definitely expecting to see these guys in the playoffs when it comes around. I mean, it's still pretty early in the season. We're just on the second half of the fall semester here in EGFC. But yeah, definitely don't sleep on these guys.
Yeah, they'll be in the playoffs, I think, comfortably in the playoffs. I'm just wondering, when it comes to those playoff games, do they have the edge, the ruthlessness to go and win a playoff game? Do they have the edge to go and win it? I don't really see that right now. Of course, that could change in future weeks, and it even could change in the last minute 19 of this game, right? But yeah, I think that's an honest assessment of what we can see from Delaware so far. They're very, very talented, and they've got to use that talent.
Now just about to approach 1 minute left to play. Just a lot of volleys here from back and forth. St. John's and Primal once again off the feed from Aspro gets them on the board. So they don't want to go home yet. And we are pretty close to having a really good game here.
All credit to Jones. They got themselves back in a situation where they're only 1 goal behind. And this game in this particular series isn't gone, right? Right, this individual game 3, game 2 wasn't gone either for a long time as well. Good goal from Primal. I just think that those other teams that we kind of mentioned would have gone and won this game already, right? We wouldn't be sitting on 2-1, we'd be sitting about 3-0, 4-0, that sort of thing. And Delaware just don't have that cutting edge for me, and I think that this scoreline currently kind of proves it.
Absolutely, just focusing all around on offensive defense, trying to get. And it looks like they have like specific assigned players for offensive defense. We see a lot of Human L just on the defense, while we see Stellar and Vixa stick on offensive side. But some of the better Rocket League players definitely are really great at the all-around game. But this play style does work for University of Delaware, as we see, just because of their successful record and obviously right here in this game, which looks like it's gonna go straight to Delaware unless some wacky goal happens, which not gonna happen. Once again, Delaware with the win. Human L with the MVP of this match.
Did play well. It's just that I was kind of expecting more. I was kind of expecting them to go and be a team that could be winning EGFC, right? That's not going to happen right now. Got a couple things to work on. I'm excited to see them in the future. I'm excited to see them in playoffs because I know they'll be there. 4-1 now here in week 5. I think maybe 1 win and they'll be there. So John's, did I expect more? Maybe not. I think St. John's have always had a great esports program. I think they're a great team, but they've got a 1-4 record now, and I think that's all they can really do against Delaware, right? Delaware now 4-1, so John's now 1-4. I kind of expect that to be the maximum they can do in that series.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we still have plenty of Rocket League left this year, so they have some time to try to turn things around after this game. But, you know, time starts now. So we have 16 weeks total. So 11 weeks left. We have Christmas break, obviously. So, but, you know, they got some time to try to flip these things around. But right now, Delaware is going to celebrate this win here. And with that, we will be right back as we see if we can get an interview in with one of the Delaware players. So stick around. You don't want to miss it.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too.